Greetings. My name is Elizabeth Steinke, and I'm a member of the Puyallup Canoe family. And I want to thank you for taking the time to come to our presentation on discovering healing within cultural events, dismantling colonization in Native country as seen through intimate partner violence.
Hi, my name is Gail Warner. I'm Omaha Nez Perce in Winnebago. We'd like to acknowledge our mentor and participants for their stories, lived experiences, and Native women that came before us to give us this platform to speak about intimate partner violence. Who is affected? Native women and girls over the age of 12. Studies have shown that 46% of Native women experience intimate partner violence. We don't want to stigmatize Native women or girls as victims. We do want to overcome Western neocolonialism, stereotyping Native women and girls, not seen as strong, beautiful, brave, nor paid attention to. We want to break this cycle.
The factors contributing to IPV began with colonization. Prior to colonization, the pre-colonial tribal structure was primarily matriarchal and collectivist. It had a resilient cultural framework that recognized the importance of balance. As we have found through our research and what we have learned so far, IPV was not a pre-colonial value as reinforced by oral tradition. The colonial values of patriarchy, capitalism, provided a means for the cultural destabilization of tribes and Native culture. The means of destabilization included such things as boarding schools, forced relocation, stigmatization, isolation, and intergenerational trauma. This is heavily related to IPV because it causes an increase in the known psychosocial stressors that result in IPV, such as isolation, economic instability, lack of opportunity, oppression and stigmatization, and the perpetuation of intergenerational trauma.
The goal, we want to take the project to places where IPV happens. These places are also where community happens. To use familiar spaces to create meaningful change in Native communities, reclaim culture to create safe places and healthy futures, to discuss historical trauma, to help Indigenous girls and women understand how the past shaped their present and to change their future.
How and when do we plan to do this? Cultural events will be scheduled through social networking, community engagement, and by reaching out to tribal elders and tribal leaders to address the contributing factors of IPV. We will coordinate with tribal committees to obtain information on available resources for our intervention. We will utilize the OVAT survey pre and post-event to gauge the effectiveness of our intervention. Our proposed intervention will occur on March 31st at the Puyallup Spirit House, and it will be what is commonly known as a jam session.
What we would be doing, culture events to reinforce Native women culture roles as life givers and caretakers of the land and water, to combat the impact of colonial ideas that humiliate, discriminate, and dehumanize Native culture. Such events can include powwows, bringing tribes together, sweats, gathering other Native women and share stories and pray for one another, talking circles, working together with other tribes, and the canoe journey. Other events include art and crafts events, such as empowering bracelets, to reflect on being a female within the community, to recognize art as a tool for social justice and change, to help Native women and girls imagine the world differently. A personal story is when my mother would gather Native women together to make regalia. The stories and laughters that came from gathering Native women together in the community. These are the good memories for me and the memories I would like to create for other women.
I would like to acknowledge our mentors and stakeholders for taking the time and providing feedback and engaging with us about our project. I would also like to thank my partner, Gail, for all the hard work she has put in and the patience and wisdom she has shown me in helping to make this project a reality. She's not only my partner in this project, but she's also a dear friend and a blessing. I would like to thank my husband for being there through this program and supporting me. And last but certainly not least, my hands go up to the Puyallup Tribal Canoe family and my mentors from the Skokomish and Chehalis tribe for encouraging me along the way and sharing the stories and songs that have changed how I view myself and those around me, and for making me a better person.
I also want to thank, first and foremost, I want to thank God for carrying me through my journey. I want to thank my husband, children, and grandchildren for being supportive. I want to thank professors for their knowledge and their lived experiences. I especially want to thank one particular professor, Dr. Ronnie. When my daughter passed away last quarter, I didn't know if I was going to make it. He said these encouraging words to me: "I will get you through this." I'd like to thank Dr. Ronnie for being true to his words. Thank you, Dr. Ronnie. I also want to thank Margaret. She has been more than a writing consultant. She has instilled in me a desire to be a writer, author, and foremost important, she was a friend. And for this, I am truly grateful for. Thank you, Margaret. Lastly, I'd like to thank Liz for her dedication, determination, hard work, commitment, for bringing this project to pass, and for being a friend. Thank you, Liz.
Thank you, Gail. Thank you all for coming to our presentation.
Thank you.